It was April 2018 when I was driving to Granada for the first time. It was early morning, just before sunrise. The road was empty, gas stations were closed, and I was almost falling asleep behind the wheel when I saw mountains so huge they seemed endless. I mean, they didn't have any dramatic granite walls or fantastic rock formations. They looked more like hills to me, just outrageously huge. And these white peaks full of snow felt like out of the world. This was the first time I saw Sierra Nevada in person, and this impression has stayed with me ever since. But let's not spoil the story. Let's go back a couple of hours. I am so lucky to be able to ride in many spectacular locations. I love Spain. I admit I got a soft spot for Andalusia. And I wanted to do this one for a really long time. I have been so terrible in early starts ever since I could remember. I woke up super early, got dressed up, had some bocadillo, and then as always ended up going back and forth between my car and a hotel room. So it's 6:58, almost sunrise, and I'm barely getting started. If you're like me and you're not that new to this sport anymore, you probably got some cycling goals. It might be taking part in an event, finishing a race in a certain time, or just going somewhere and seeing things. You know, for me cycling has always been about exploration, and there are some big rides that I've been keeping in my mind for many years now, and going around Sierra Nevada is one of those rides. It's one of those rides that I've been keeping in my mind for at least 5 years now. Just finishing first long climb of the day, going towards La Peza. Clouds are hanging low, but they look like they're gonna dissolve very soon. There's also almost no sign of wind. I would say these are perfect conditions for a long ride, and I feel fresh. I managed to have a good rest yesterday. I had a first day with no cycling in over a week, so I'm feeling fresh today. My legs spinning happily, and I hope to keep this freshness inside me for as long as possible, because in this kind of 10-hour plus rides, suffering is always a part of the game. I just really hope to reach the suffering point as late as possible and have as much fun as possible in the meanwhile. So I'm 3 hours into the ride, almost 80 kilometers done. So far so good. Legs still feel fresh. I still have no need for a break. I still want to keep going. Weather is fine. The wind is still non-existent. Unfortunately, Sierra Nevada is still covered in thick clouds. So I start to doubt if I even see Sierra Nevada today. because it's been the case for the whole week. For the whole week, the weather around Sierra Nevada was sunny and beautiful, but the mountains itself, the mountains were covered in thick clouds. So after a week of riding by Sierra Nevada range, I haven't even seen Pico Veleta, I think. But well, it is what it is. At least it's not raining. Oh, and I just reached the crossroads. So basically this is the last chance if I want to take a shortcut. There's a crossroads. If I take that road towards Puerto de la Ragua, I can cut the eastern part of Sierra Nevada and make my ride about like 50 or 60k shorter. But it's been going too well and too smooth for me to think about taking shortcuts right now. Later I might regret this decision, but for now I just want to keep going. So let's go. It's like 240 kilometers to go, I think. Not that bad.
If I have to describe the north of Sierra Nevada in one word, it would be emptiness. Vast open spaces, harsh semi-desert climates, and a feeling of being far away from everything. Although in spring it doesn't quite look that way. This region, known as the Badlands, is famous for its distinctive rock formations, old western movie sets, and more recently, the gravel race of the same name. And for gravel riding, it truly is spectacular. But if you simply follow the Sierra Nevada without venturing deeper into the region, avoiding detours, it can actually start to feel a bit repetitive.
So it's been just over 4 hours since I started the ride. Already clocked in over 110 kilometers. It's been surprisingly fast, still feeling fresh, still feeling good and having fun. Just started another big climb. So basically this is the part where I finished the northern part of the route. I rode on the north of Sierra Nevada to the very east. And right now I'm just started climbing towards Ojanes, on the south of Sierra Nevada. So basically, looking on a map in a straight line feels like I'm halfway through. I mean, at least I'm in the furthest point from the start. From now on, I'll be getting closer to Granada, but actually this is the part where the fun begins, because the northern part was easy. Was easy and fast. It's almost flat for a long time. But the south part is gonna be fun. It's gonna be up and down all the time. So even though looking on the map it looks like I'm in halfway, in reality I did like maybe 25% of total elevation gain so far. So keep your fingers crossed, because I'm sure my legs will be burning in a couple hours. And right now, I'm burning in the sun. And here I am at the top of the pass, just over 1300 meters above sea level, and I got Sierra Nevada on my right, and I got not Sierra Nevada on my left. Heading towards Ojanes, where I gotta find a resupply point because I'm running out of water.
The south faces of Sierra Nevada are where the fun begins. The climate is much milder here. The vegetation gets greener. The exposure becomes bigger and more dramatic. Climbs and descents grow longer, more epic, and more brutal. Roads this twisty and empty are nothing short of a playground for a road cyclist.
In autumn of 2021, I bikepacked the Trans-Nevada Trail with my girlfriend and a couple of friends, and I still consider it one of the best gravel rides ever. This was also the time when I first thought about completing a full loop in one day. Then, spring 2025, we as Endless organized the gravel camp Sierra Nevada, which roughly followed the Trans-Nevada Trail. Back then I knew I want to do this big loop, so I decided to stay a couple more days in Granada after the camp ended. I also figured out that it might not be possible on gravel bike to do Trans-Nevada in one day, so I drew a road version of the loop and took my road bike with me. But then the weather got so awful I ended up not even trying. Fast forward to May 2026 and I'm back in my favorite mountains, back with Endless with yet another gravel camp. Last week we did Camp Badlands, which was 7 days of riding in super unique and super diverse area on the north of Sierra Nevada range. And it blows my mind how amazingly diverse Andalusia can be, you know? It was like every day we're riding on a different planet. Simply amazing.
First we headed towards Gorrafe, the true gem of this region. You've probably seen these iconic landscapes online before. They are unforgettable, absolutely gorgeous, but brutal at the same time. Then we made our way through the endless pine forests of the Sierra de Baza, completely wild, empty mountains crisscrossed with absurdly smooth gravel roads. After descending into the Almería province, we took some time to recover in picturesque Abrucena. On the way back to Granada, we followed my beloved Trans-Nevada route, one of the best gravel trails I have ever ridden, and wrapped up the week with a proper coffee ride and some sightseeing around the city of Granada. And yes, this is a bit of self-promotion, so if you would like to join me on one of our upcoming gravel camps with Endless, I would be happy to have you with us. You will find the link to our website in the description below.
The camp ended yesterday, so today I put out my road bike and here I am on the road riding a big loop around Sierra Nevada. And by the way, it's been about 8 hours, maybe 8.5 into the ride, and I'm officially past the halfway point. So far so good. Nine hours into the ride and I just started the biggest climb of the whole day. That's 1100 meters of elevation gain on course of 22 kilometers. These numbers themselves feel quite impressive, and after 9 hours of riding and so much climbing, they are overwhelming to say at least. So here I am in Travelers, Spain's highest village and the top of the biggest climb of the day, and I'm cooked. My legs are cooked, my brain is cooked. I bonked a bit, maybe a bit more at the end. My camera died meanwhile, so there's no footage from the climb, but it was spectacular, but it was hard. I just had a bocadillo, cafe bonbon, Aquarius and Coca-Cola, which is my favorite power sets for cycling, and 100k to go, so let's keep moving. this is it. I descended from the mountains past Orgiva, now heading to Padul and the main road towards Granada. I think adventure ends here. What you didn't get to see is that in the meanwhile I got a flat tire. I just enjoyed myself, enjoyed the views a little bit too much and rode over a sharp rock. So luckily I punctured only one tire, only one tube, because I got just one spare. Now I got about 50 kilometers of, let's say, commute towards Granada with some moderate climbs. And since I'm running out of light, I'm not gonna keep recording. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much for joining me on this ride. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. And see you on another.